You bought an item, you're afraid to ruin it. This is your guide. Hi, my name is Angie and I'm here to help you transform your life and become your best self. Especially ladies, we should know, like our mothers before us, how to take care of our garments. But more importantly, before purchasing an item, because this year we're purchasing only consciously, is this item is going to be a hell of a job to clean or not? In general, there are general headlines, so I will write down some of those headlines on the screen in order for you to just note them down when you are attempting to purchase one of them. First of all, let's talk about suede. Where do you see suede the most these days? Suede is most oftenly seen with those Ugg boots that everyone loves. It's made out of suede leather from the outside, and suede leather is very difficult to clean. Opt for colors if you want to be able to clean it that are dark or neutral in general, because they are easier to touch up than special colors. If you have a burgundy suede leather piece, it's not going to be easy to match that color to repaint the leather, unlike if it's black or if it's beige or if it's a neutral gray or a neutral white. Those are more often much easier to match with leather colors and could always be retouched. For those garments, cleaning is always the last resort. You want to actually protect it. So certain garments, protecting them before actually they get ruined or get dirt on them is the best option. Buy one of those sprays that protects suede, and these are available on Amazon and everywhere. I buy mine from the drugstore here. It's nothing special. There is no special brands, but test it on the garment at home. Spill some water on it and wait and see if this is working or not. Generally speaking, when you're buying an item that is pleated, stay away from natural fibers. I know, I am the biggest advocate for natural fibers. However, when your garment has something that is structurally created without stitching, like pleats, these will fade down with cleaning. That's why they tend to not do that as much with synthetic materials like polyester. And I usually would say, if you are dying to have a pleated material, buy something that is synthetic fiber or with a synthetic fiber mix to just help keep this item for longer in your closet. Next is all items with added things. What I mean by that is shirts with feathers. How would you clean that? If you clean this, the feathers will just sleep and you will sweat in it, and this garment is just simply not going to last unless the feathers are just an extra layer you can remove it, or an attachment with buttons that you can remove. It's almost impossible to be able to clean that garment thoroughly, which means it will be hard to keep it up. So the price per value here is not worth it. Another thing, everything that comes with the hardware that is unremovable, you know, those sewn in things like diamonds, rhinestones, regardless, these things make the garment impossible and very hard to clean. And I know, especially when you are going to an event, dresses, most of them that are sequin, I would steer away from purchasing an item like that, because with time you're going to lose those sequins and you'll end up needing to replace that item anyway. Next is fake leather. Fake leather, although it's easy to wash, it will run down easily. It's at the end of the day plastic and it will start peeling. We've all been there, having a shoe that we bought and we loved. I had a Tommy Hilfiger one, believe it or not, but it was not real leather, and it started to peel. I was walking and I started to see things dropping behind me in a trail, and I realized that this was simply my shoe peeling off because it was not real leather. So steer away from unreal leather or PU leather, and if you want something ethical, always go the route of secondhand. In secondhand markets you can find the best leathers, and it's actually not contributing to the problem because you're just giving an item a second life and a longer life. Another thing to keep in mind is colored items in general. When you buy something that is white, it's so easy to clean, unlike popular belief, because with spot cleaning you could easily spot clean a white item, put oxy, those detergents that you use it for white garments, and you could really clean it. However, it's very difficult to do that with colored garments. And colored garments, after a couple of washes, they start to fade. There is a study I saw on TikTok of a guy who was going through the different washes of a fabric. So if he washed a fabric that is colored more than 40 times on different degrees, and he found out that 40 degrees is too high, for example, and 30 would be the best for colored garments. Some people also use vinegar in the tray of the detergent in order to make sure that the color stays vivid and it does not fade and go out of your clothes while you're washing it. So colors, be very careful with them. Otherwise, you're gonna lose the vibrancy of that color. Everyone got on the hype with cashmere. It grew very popular, especially when Loro Piana became into the scene, something popular, and people started to look for alternatives that are cheaper in cashmere. Problem is, cheaper cashmere tends to peel a lot. And I'm not telling you not to buy it. I love my Uniqlo pieces, but they peel. That is the reality, because they're not the top-notch cashmere to buy. So how do I combat that? You can have a deep leader. These 3 items, I cannot live without them. So this one is from Xiaomi, and as you can tell, I already have some peeled off stuff in it. This was from Xiaomi. As I said, I bought this when I was getting married, so it has lived with me 3 years. I love this thing, and I use this thing a lot to spot clean my garments, meaning after I take off my cashmere sweater, if I find an area which did this fuzzing, usually you'll find that in the underarms, areas with a lot of friction, by the way, or the arms at the end, you just take this and do this around it. Of course, you have to turn it on, do this around it, and it's gonna be gone. This is beneficial for that. However, if you have a garment that is completely with these peelies, this is not enough. This will be like a nightmare, and you will think, oh, Angie, this doesn't work. This only works to spot. Do that. What actually works is a cashmere brush. This one, I bought this years ago from Amazon. Actually, it was cursed. I bought it 3 times, and every time I bought it, I lost it. Don't ask me. But this thing, all you do is you stretch the garment. What I do is I bring a cardboard from packages I received. I put the garment on top of it so that it stretches it out, and I brush the garment like this, and it removes a huge part. It just basically brushes away the particles that just already left the garment. Perfect invention. When it comes to suede, which I mentioned in the beginning, or your clothes in general, a brush like this is very beneficial. This is a Rosha. I don't know what it means in other languages, but this is in German. These brushes, I learned this from my grandfather, and it has been the best friend I have. Every time before I go out and I wear my coat, I just brush off the garment like this to make sure any lint is gone. I love this. And when I come back with a suede shoe, I brush off of it any dust or dirt. So spraying your suede, brushing off things, and buffing any scratches is all you need to keep your suede items good and healthy. When it comes to leather jackets, leather bags, you need to condition your leather. And or if you want to clean it because it's been so old, or you bought it secondhand and you're not so sure who wore it and what happened with it, you could definitely use a saddle soap with a brush. I have the saddle soap, all the things I actually use to maintain my leather and my clothes on my Amazon storefront. The Amazon list, I will link it for you below so that you can buy any of the items I'm mentioning for taking care of your garments. Another life changer for me, and I spoke about that in a video about what Mama Never Told You about laundry. This was a very years old, and I feel now I have a lot more knowledge about how to take care of my garments, and I now bought much more expensive things to be able to share with you about it. So in that video, I shared those napkins that you could put with multiple colored garments and keep the color from bleeding on another garment. This is very helpful, especially if you don't want to, if you live alone and you don't want to make 10,000 washes to separate every color. You can put the garments together, just put this napkin and it will absorb any extra color that is in the wash. And if you buy a garment, and this happened to me multiple times, and this garment is bleeding on the others, let's say it's a red pajama, that was my case, and you slept with it on the bed and you found a marking of red on the white bed sheet, that means this garment has not been fixed with the color correctly. And you could do that easily by putting the garment in a bath with vinegar and leave it overnight, then give it a wash, and you will see it will stay without doing this again. This is like one of the tricks that I use always, and it always also helps me. It's very important if we want to start a sustainable closet, and if we want to make sure that we save money, we need to take care of our garments, because if they feel like new, we will not have the urge or need to replace anything, because everything we own looks pristine. And I love that and I promote that. That's why I made this video. I hope you enjoyed watching. Let me know in the comment section down below if any of this information was new to you. If you have tips for laundry or taking care of your items, let us know in the comment section down below. Everyone could benefit from this comment, and I cannot wait to hear your beautiful and amazing tips. See you in my next video. Bye.